Yes,
always
exactly.
I always love going to a Tetris tournament, and it's the first time I've been to that country, and because there's a chance to discover the country while also competing in a Tetris tournament. It's like best of both worlds, right? You have the
Yes, you've
experience.
disconnected.
Right?
You've disconnected from the Tetris room. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, thanks for the. Oh, that's weird. My
Match
browser.
has started. You disappeared just before it started.
Sorry,
So just while Mystery is getting back into the game,
sorry about that. My
we
browser.
have the first point here. Again, there is no warm-up happening here. Mystery has just got back into the room. That just amused me how the match was starting. It suddenly goes, Mystery is disconnected.
Yeah.
What?
I
No!
got worried. It's like Mystery just.
Yeah, it says, will Mystery realise the game has started?
Yeah.
Oh,
So this
interesting.
matchup-
4 state for LELERRER there.
Yeah, LELERRER is an all-spin genius, and he is incredible with the all-spin. So we'll have to see how this matchup works out, because Unnamed is a very consistent, intelligent player, but he doesn't use all-spins as much as some, and LELERRER is a player who is very, very competent with all spins, and he will have these crazy sequences where he just reels off 4 or 5 all spins in a row, and he can build up back to back extremely quickly. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these two match up, because this is very much a style clash, and
It really is. And Unnamed really feeling, it's a bit tough being in the lower bracket. And said from Matt, this is the first time Unnamed has been in the lower quarterfinals. So how is Unnamed going to handle that? Well, it seems absolutely fine as he goes 2-0 right out the gates.
yeah, for sure. I think Unnamed, his biggest thought here should be, his biggest consideration should be to just stay calm, because he is in the losers bracket, so there is more stakes on this match than if you're in the upper bracket. So he needs to not let that affect his playing, because especially versus the top player who is very good at all spins, there is an opportunity here for him to get quite overwhelmed, I think. So he needs to just stay relaxed.
And I think especially at the top players, although they're 2 apart in seeding, when these players are so close together, that seeding is just as close.
Yeah, exactly. At this point,
so it doesn't actually mean as much.
Very little in it. Yeah, exactly. At this level, it's very, very tight margins. So
as we can see, because LELERRER has taken a point, and we still have no sweeping here.
Yeah, good. At least there's no. At least we don't have to get out the brooms, as you like to joke about.
No, we can put the broom away.
The brooms in the cupboard. That's funny. Yeah, LELERRER, because he does so many all spins, I've noticed that he plays a little bit slower. Not like overall slower, it's just he will have moments where he sort of pauses to work out good continuations. And those pauses against a player like Unnamed, they can be very dangerous. They can, because Unnamed is a player who can maintain a quick pace for a long time, and LELERRER
is used to those really long games.
These little breaks, Unnamed would just power right through them and just keep sending lines. And those little pauses, I think LELERRER needs to be very careful not to let them kind of disrupt his rhythm, and not let them cause like breaks in his gameplay, which is Unnamed can capitalize on.
And LELERRER needs to not get stressed about the fact that they are playing a very well-known top player as well. I can see that LELERRER isn't letting that get to them at all, and I'm wondering if he's going to have to get evened up.
LELERRER seems like a confident player. He clearly puts a lot of time into the game, studying and doing research into the all spin. So he's going to have the confidence that he has done he has put in the hours into the game. So that confidence, that's going to give him confidence in his own ability. But
absolutely, that 35 spike was absolutely phenomenal. But a couple of misdrops there. How is it going to get used?
That is one of the risks of this all spin heavy style, is that the risk or the potential of misdrops is higher, because you are putting pieces in odd positions, and that can lead to more misdrops. but it's quite paradoxical because even though that leads to more misdrops, that means there's also then opportunity.
It can lead to more setups.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind
Yes.
of you've solved the problem. Just the problem solves itself.
It does mean that, you know, T-spin vision just isn't enough anymore.
Yeah. So this is a
Ooh,
great.
Look at that, 14 up to 14.
It's a great. That was a great back-to-back by LELERRER, but the thing is, he sent the surge just on its own. He didn't send it with like a spike, and at this level, you kind of need to send the surge with a spike to really maximize the damage. If you don't, you're just going to be wasting the surge, and Unnamed's going to.
I think you need a good 30 plus to take out a player like Unnamed, and if you don't, you're just giving them garbage that they can send straight back at you.
Yeah, it's in those little moments where you just kind of don't see the back-to-back continuation and then just send the spike. It's in those moments where you do lose control of the point and end up giving your opponent the advantage, and Unnamed with the advantage is a really scary thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
as you can speak from very clear experience.
Yeah, I was having flashbacks then. I was having flashbacks. I was like staring up
as a player, not a person.
Yeah. No, Unnamed is the nicest guy ever in person. Just on the battlefield, he's a fierce warrior. So
it just turns.
Yeah.
Oh, slight greed there from Unnamed.
Yeah,
looking pretty dangerous. Was just waiting for the piece.
He had a really good back-to-back chain, but he got a little bit too greedy, and he stacked in such a way which like caused his board to be messy, and then that led to him losing, unfortunately.
And as it didn't work, we can call it greed.
Yeah, exactly. I've always over here saying that was a very ambitious play from Unnamed, you know.
Oh yes, so ambitious. Oh, that was a really good quick point there. Still saying those very important 2 points in the lead in order to avoid the juice, which Unnamed has already had one today.
100%. Unnamed's going to want to just keep this lead. He's going to want to keep this stable. If he starts hemorrhaging points here, he's going to he might.
The frustration's going to come back, and we're going to start to see some of those misdrops we saw in the match against Neko.
Yeah, he's had a bit more control over his pieces in this set. I think he was getting a little bit emotional at the end of that last set, and that was causing. LELERRER just had.
That was just not a good round for LELERRER.
He didn't put a single piece down right. That was a little bit of a shocking point by LELERRER.
It didn't feel like it, did it?
It was just a non-stop sequence of terrible decisions. Hopefully he's not watching this.
I can't say I haven't done that before.
Yeah, that about sums it up. But yeah, we'll have to see.
But getting that back already. Oh, had to break it pretty early there.
I noticed with LELERRER, his play's kind of disjointed in that he will put pieces down he will take like little micro pauses between his placements, and it's because he's working out if there's any all spin opportunities. Whereas with Unnamed, he just gets into a flow where his pieces just come through quickly. But that is one.
It was a shame at the end of that point that just couldn't quite get that T piece into the C spin.
Yeah.
It was a shame right at the top of the board, because that could have given some more space, but it just wasn't to be.
LELERRER, yeah, he's got a very interesting playstyle of. He can end it like this flow state, but lots of his play is quite jagged. And there he's just topped himself out.
It's like.
Yeah, that's frustration coming through, and he has to try and eliminate that because that's gonna if he carries on that frustration, then this set's gonna move very quickly. And I think
yes, but I can understand sometimes when you're like, you know what, I've completely messed this up. Let's just put the side, top out, on to the next one.
Yeah.
And with a 25 spike.
That was a beautiful sequence of all spins. He did 3 all spins in a row, and it almost seemed like something that he had memorized. That was very impressive to watch.
Almost sort of like an opener, just kind of that muscle memory of I have these pieces in a row, boom, 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 got it.
Yeah, it's always great to see the kind of shapes that people have learned for season 2. It's very instructive. But yeah, he is.
Oh no.
He is kind of imploding here, if you want to use that word. He is he's really suffering at the end of this set, and it's because I think his style is just not
But this is the same points we saw Neko on, and then Neko came to win. So it's definitely not all over yet.
We shouldn't write him out. We shouldn't write him off, but I don't know. I think Neko.
It will be challenging. It is an uphill climb. But look at this back-to-back already building. Let's see how high that we can build this.
It's very.
You can see that danger warning over Unnamed side.
Yeah, it's very pretty to watch all these all spins, but again, he's just sent that surge on its own, and doing that is actually handing Unnamed, you know, quite a big advantage because
An advantage.
Unnamed's not going to be phased by that, just a 14 spike on its own. Yeah, GG's there. That was very
Unnamed
entertaining.
will take the victory. That's a great game.
That was very entertaining, and again, that was a matchup of styles. It's consistent pressure and really intelligent play versus someone who is very heavy on the all spins, and the former playstyle came out ahead this time. But listen, there's lots to be happy about.